Hello, my dear beloved children. And at the end of the conversation about the activation of the DNA of the awakened part of the Earth's population, I want to dwell on another important component of this process. And it will be about the adaptation of the human physical body to its new energy structure. Since for many centuries there were only 2 DNA spirals left in the human physical body responsible for his survival in the three-dimensional world, now as additional spirals are activated, changes corresponding to this process are necessary on the subtle and physical plane. Basically, these changes affect the human consciousness, which is already reaching a completely different level of its development. But in order to acquire a harmonious state in all its manifestations, the physical body of a person must also pull up to the level of vibrations of his consciousness. Since the mind and body are in different weight categories, not only time, but also certain efforts on the part of a person are needed to adapt them to each other. In fact, this is very important, because a person is truly happy only when his physical body does not suffer. Remember such an expression as a healthy mind in a healthy body. Now, when humanity is already on the very threshold of ascension, the enlightenment of its consciousness should not go through physical suffering, as it often happened with great souls in the old days. The energies that are now going to Earth can heal any disease if a person learns to interact with these energies. And he no longer needs any mediators in the form of healers or gurus for this. The veil between the worlds has already become so refined that any person who has reached the level of the 4th dimension with his vibrations can literally reach out with his hand to the divine healing energies. And I know, my dear ones, that many of you have already seen this for yourself. But still, those people who have approached the threshold of ascension unconsciously are given enormous assistance from the forces of light. And that's what it is. The spiritual guides of such people carefully monitor the vibrational threshold, which allows them to activate the next spiral of their DNA so that their physical bodies do not suffer. Individual work is carried out with everyone, which is a fine-tuning to the desired vibration wave not only of the subtle bodies of a person, but also of each organ of his physical body. And this is due to the fact that currently few people manage to maintain excellent physical shape due to harmful external influences. Therefore, as the DNA of each person becomes more and more active, work is carried out at the same time to maintain, and sometimes heal those organs of his body that need it. But help goes only to those people whose consciousness is really ready for the transition, even if they do not know about it yet. The law of likeness is strictly observed, and the main criterion for receiving such help is the level of human vibrations, which allows him to interact with his spiritual guides. If the gap in vibrations between man and the forces of light is too great, then their help cannot come due to these objective reasons. We'll stop there today. The Absolute Father who loves you immensely spoke to you.